Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Abraham.
Thank you. When you get old, you need glasses. Tomorrow, the Korean people will be celebrating a very significant day in the history of the great nation of the Republic of South Korea. Today, we join the people of South Korea and the Korean communities in New York and around the world to celebrate the 78th anniversary of the great nation and the great people of South Korea's independence here in New York's historical Bowling Green Park. My name is Ibrahim Kurtulush. I am an honorary citizen of the great country of South Korea, of South Korea, and the Korean War veterans who preserve and continue to preserve the territorial integrity of South Korea. Congratulations to the people and the great people of South Korea.
자유로운 법과 질서를 통해 이루어지며 강복절은 이러한 가치를 높이는 기념일입니다. 뿐만 아니라 우리는 민족의 단합과 협력을 강조해야 합니다. 강복절은 우리가 어떠한 역경에 처하더라도 단합하여 극복해 나갈 수 있는 힘을 상기시키는 날입니다. 마지막으로 우리는 미래를 위해 끊임없이 노력해야 합니다. 강복절은 우리가 미래를 향해 전진하며 더 나은 사회와 세상을 만들기 위해 끊임없이 노력해야 한다는 의미를 담고 있습니다. I also would like to thank to Eric Adams. He is doing good job. I really appreciate all the Korean different country immigration people. Think we are the teamwork. We love New York. We clean and living together. And this all make New York Mayor Adams was doing opportunity for us. Thank you, Eric Adams. Thank you.
안녕하세요. Good afternoon. What a wonderful day it is. And the sound of drum that got the energy, and I see the bull back there is moving. The bull was moving back there by the drum. My name is Kwang Kim. I work for the Korean American Association Greater New York, which is working for 500,000 of Korean Americans in 3 metro New York area. And such a deep appreciation to Mayor and staff members to make this event happen. Also, really appreciate Brian and a member of Asian American Youth Council and their continued effort to this event happen, this wonderful historic site. Flag Raising Day is very meaningful for us, and just a day before Korean Liberation Day that happened August 15, 1945, the victory of U.S. against Japan expedited the liberation of Korea much earlier than expected.
Friend of mine and someone who I know understands what our communities go through. Please welcome Commissioner of the Department of Small Business Services, Kevin Kim.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Sorry.
Mayor Eric Adams, let me simply start by just saying 진심으로 감사합니다. And that means thank you from the bottom of my heart. To many who see this flag-raising event from the outside, it may just seem like a ceremonial event. I see all these people. Welcome to New York City. If you're visiting, if you're New Yorkers, welcome here anyway. We love that you're here to observe something that is so special about our city. Over 190 countries are all here in the greatest city in the world, as Commissioner Castro just mentioned. But from the outside, it may just look like a ceremonial event. But I can assure you, for the approximately 225,000 Korean Americans in the greater New York area, the 2 million Korean Americans in the United States, and the 40 million plus Koreans who call Korea their home, this event today has a deep personal meaning for us all. After all, it's an official recognition by the mayor of the greatest city in the world that the contributions and sacrifices of Korean Americans over these past 139 years in America matters. And it's an official recognition that so much of the fabric of the New York City economy relies on the often 24/7 operations of our Korean American-owned small businesses, our unsung heroes, the Korean American delis, the nail salons, dry cleaners, and restaurants that all of you have frequented. And it's an official recognition of the 70 years of a strong security alliance between our country and the Republic of Korea that has helped bring prosperity to both nations. It's all that and so much more. As I look out into the audience and as you look at the special invited guests here, I see 3 generations of a community that has come to America with a dream, the American dream. I see the future. I see the people who are here, who are the present, who have toiled away, many of them in the storefronts and businesses, so that people like me and people like my daughter can have that American dream and a better life than they had coming here. So while many in our community have not had the political voice in the history of the United States thus far, just until last year, we only had 1 state assemblyman who identified as Korean American, and now we have 2. Until last year, we never had a Korean American member of the New York City Council, and now we have 2. And until last year, New York City had never had a proud Korean American as a commissioner leading any New York agency. But thanks to Mayor Eric Adams, I am here today proudly standing before you as the commissioner of the New York City Department of Small Business Services. So again, Mayor Eric Adams, a true 감사합니다 in Korean. Thank you so much. Now I have the distinct honor to introduce to you someone who needs 0 introduction. We call him the Get Stuff Done Mayor. We call him the Small Business Mayor. We call him sometimes the Nightlife Mayor. But above all, he is someone who has said New York City welcomes everyone, and everyone who comes to New York City will have the opportunity to live their American dream. So thank you so much, Mr. Mayor, Mayor Eric Adams.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Kim, who not only is an advisor, but a friend of both Commissioner Castro and Commissioner Kim. They have played such a significant role as we continue to have a city government that is a reflection of the people that are the constituents and our clients that we are here to serve. Today I was so proud to announce the first Persian deputy mayor in the city history with my deputy mayor of communications. Just to add with the first Filipino deputy mayor, the first Dominican deputy mayor, the first Trinidadian deputy mayor, the first African American first deputy mayor, the first Filipino deputy mayor, the first over and over again you hear the first. And as Commissioner Kim stated, a significant office of small business services, to be able to have someone with his dynamic experience to head these small business services, something that many of our Korean Americans and Korean immigrants use small business services for so long, and his approach to making government less bureaucratic has been a real win. And I enjoyed my trip to Seoul. I like to believe that New York City is the soul of America. We have one of the largest Korean populations right here in this city. And as the mayor of Tenafly, I want to thank him for being here today. But to all those people on the line waiting to touch the bull, if you're from out of town, we only ask you to do one thing: spend money. Spend a lot of money in New York. You know, go to some of our small businesses and spend money. And to the Asian American Youth Council, I thought it was powerful, the words that came from one of the young representatives, because what the globe is going to look like is what we see in our young people today. And the cross-pollination of ideas, of culture, of experience, are not staying within the sterilized environment of our own little communities, but expanding beyond that and really enjoying the diversity of this amazing city. This city's classrooms are not inside buildings, they're inside our streets and our corners. And no one contributes to a great level to this community than the Korean community. You have been an amazing partner in small business services, finances, from Koreatown in Manhattan to Koreatown in Queens, steadfast in your devotion and commitment on how to uplift this amazing city we call New York. You believe, as I say to all my immigrant and second and third generation immigrants, you believe in family, education, you believe in business, and most importantly, you believe in public safety, which I believe is a prerequisite to our prosperity. We must be safe. And so this flag raising has so much significance, because when you are able to raise a flag here at the heart of Bowling Green, our financial capital of what we reflect on and live by, you're sending a strong message to the globe. My role as mayor, I say over and over again, is to be both substantive by appointing great leaders like Castro and Kim, but it also must be symbolic. It's the symbolism of who we are is so important. Far too long, this city has not been a symbol of inclusiveness. The Japanese Americans who had to march in the park, the Persian Americans that didn't have a mayor that came and walked with them at their parade, the Korean Americans that didn't see representatives inside government, and all the other groups. Those days ended on January 1st, 2022, when I took my oath of office and stated I was going to be the mayor of the greatest and most diverse city on the globe. We're living that out today. Your children need to see you in government. Your children need to see their flags, their culture, their representative. What's great about America is the only country on the globe where you're told, don't abandon your culture as you embrace this new culture. That hyphen that fits between our name, it indicates the importance of America. Korean hyphen American, African hyphen America, German, Jewish, Polish, French, Italian hyphen America. Bring your culture to America so we can put our stamp of approval and show what a good product we have. No one does it better than New York City. This is not the city that's just the capital of the state, we're the capital of the world.